and gentlemen, welcome back. Time for game number 2 here between the Biscate Warriors and Team Wipeout, who have shown quite a convincing game number 1. Was that 25 minutes, 30 kills, 30k net worth advantage by the time the GG was called. So let's see if they can repeat that same success in game number 2. I'm still Dragon Drop, and I'm still joined by Potom. Welcome back.
Still PTSD from that Monkey King. I don't know. The laning was just so dominant. They never had a chance on Biscate. Not at all. You lost 3 lanes. They have to change something up in the draft now, or run a completely different style. They did decide to go with precisely the same bands again on almost all the 6 bands. Wipeout going for the Doom band this time. I think they want to do the exact same on Wipeout. Just pick up Monkey King, go for this highly aggressive early game lineup. To push their advantage, because I think they smell that they have the slightly better players and they want to abuse this as much as possible, fighting as much as possible. You saw it in the last lineup. They picked up the Wind Ranger, they picked up the OD, 2 heroes that are excellent fighting early on if they get ahead. Now you kind of want to run away with the game, and banning out the Doom makes sure that the Monkey King won't just have a terrible lane, and I like that pick.
Do you now? Really? I would not have guessed, but yeah.
Come on, Biscate, take the Jakiro. Make us a team. For once. We always play against each other.
I know, right?
Yeah. And you always win.
Not always.
Most of the time.
I've seen my fair share of Jakiros just getting their faces smashed in. True. Hashtag stop dragon abuse, by the way. So if you guys want to spread that on Twitter, that'd be great. But yeah, Rana first pick, pretty solid hero in the right hands. But Windrunner Slaughter. Seen the Windrunner last game, but the Slaughter is a hero that we don't really see a whole lot of at all in the competitive scene right now.
Yeah, not that much Slaughter. I wonder why, because he's really darn good. It's not only the mobility he gets if he gets levels, it's also, I don't know, I would pick him only for the bash. It's the most satisfying sound in all of Dota. If you walk up to somebody and just, you get a bash. It's better in Face's Void because you can always laugh if you pick up 1 value point and you have 10% chance of just stun somebody. It's great. And Slaughter is, just like Wind Ranger, he is one of those heroes that can really transition into a monster of damage in the team fight.
Oh yeah. Especially if he actually stays alive to get some right clicks in, and if he wants to go for these talents that he has. Like, you can go tanky with like extra health regen, extra health, and then level 20 you can have the chance to pick extra 1000 night vision, which is a whole lot, or plus 50 attack speed. Level 15, instead of the health, you can take the bash damage plus 100, and level 25 plus 15% bash chance. So if you can actually keep yourself alive and can turn into the strike clicker, it's a force to be reckoned with for sure. And damn, draft.
Drow Ranger, boys.
Huh.
Oh so, my, this is Wind Ranger Bane.
Damage strat.
But I don't know, that's a really bold move.
It is.
Why? You know what? They have a Tusk and a Mirana. Let's draft the Drow Ranger.
I'm sure.
Out on as well.
Fine. I mean, they have a Bane.
They should be fine, but I don't know. That is pretty risky. Also, sad Slaughter. No damage for you.
Well, he's gonna enable even more damage though with the corrosive phase, right?
Yeah, but it's probably the worst if you're an offlaner or if you play position 4 and your team picks a Drow Ranger and they give you the only melee on the team. You know you have to take the sacrifice so it isn't too obvious what you're doing, but it still feels bad.
Well, he might still have a really good game, because right now he's the only real good source of reliable stun. I mean, Bane with the Nightmare, it's alright, but up against the Tusk, that and the Fiend script, like, you can always just snowball defensively against it, so not necessarily too reliable. Windrunner Shackles, like, we all know how that can go.
Yeah, Shackle. Disgusting spell. But hey, they got a strong dispel with the Abaddon this time, so they should be fine against Slaughter Bane if the Abaddon does not get locked down. And I think Abaddon is going to have a slightly better time yet against the Drow, but it's still a hard lane for him to do. Wipeout pretty much just swapped out that up. They swapped out the Monkey King for a Drow Ranger, and they swapped out the Sand King for a Slaughter. They pretty much run with exactly the same strategy. Like, Slaughter is practically a Sand King without big teamfight ult. Instead, he offers mobility to the team and nice armor reduction. And Dry Ranger, instead of being that solo-focused hero that needs protection, just offers something for your team, and if you survive, it's a bonus. So it's not that big of a switch up in terms of strategy. Biscate, they have to make sure they respond to this quite good, but... Ooh, Razor. I'm not a fan of Razor here.
Normally, Razor is the big counter to like melee cores.
Yeah, or to Ember.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Ember is a melee hero, so.
Yeah. All right, I give you that.
The point is,
I know.
Windrunner should be able to stay away from him. Draw Ranger as well, just with the Gusts and Hurricane Pikes, if they want to pick those up. Like, he's not going to get a whole lot of mileage out of the Link.
Yeah, and the Link will do nothing. Like, it's almost a game where you skip it. The question for me is, though, is this a position 5 Mirana, or are they bumping her up to be the carry? Because if it's a carry Mirana, I think this game is lost. It might be mid Mirana, which makes it a little bit better, but it's still a dry strand, and Mirana loses against Wind Ranger and Dry Ranger as well as Bane. That's like 3 really big counters to her, and I would know.
Yeah.
Razor kind of isn't that ace hero that you pick up to win the laning phase anymore. He's more of the, we make a lot of pressure to your pressure, which can work. They have a pretty decent lineup for that. I would imagine, I don't know, maybe take like a risky pick, go with a Beastmaster on your last. Oh, wow. It is the position 5. And oh, the instant TA. They knew this was coming. Double Templar Assassin.
That was a bit interesting how that worked out, but yeah, it's looking back at it now, it seems kind of obvious. I mean, especially with the ASF pick, TA is a very good matchup against that. But even beyond that, like, you have a physical damage / minus armor strat. Templar Assassin fits into that so well. I mean, she's a little bit more susceptible to the Razor static link than most, just because of the limited attack range early on. But eventually, you'll be able to deal with that, and well, it doesn't really matter if you are able to kill the Razor in like 2 hits, which might very well happen once the TA and the Slaughter have the Blink Daggers ready to go.
It's a tough call. I would definitely say Drow is a little bit weak, especially because there haven't been any changes whatsoever in the last patch. But I feel like it is enough. They have other heroes that can carry. Drow can. If everything goes wrong, you just go into the jungle with the giant. You let your Wind Ranger take the game away.
We're talking about tips now. I'm so confused. Oh, there's
Tip me, thanks.
Set up into a crush. Ranger walking in. Already, one of the first 5 shields burned through, and this could have been the first blood if he was able to body block a little bit better. But at the very least, he falls out of stealth immediately.
Yeah, and they're gonna get 2 runes. They're chasing at Wind Ranger at bottom. She really wants to try. Nah, not against the Tusk. No way. That's just too greedy. Yeah. A little bit more pressure on the Wind Ranger this time, because you have potential shots into Arrow, which can cancel out the Wind Run while the static link is running. So that is a pretty good combination, but Razor will never be able to do anything alone on the lane, because the moment you use a static link, Wind Run, she's away. The moment you try to do damage to her, Wind Run, she's gone.
Yep. Well, so Zerbo, he should be doing just fine up top. They also had a very early lane board, so they did saw Abba plopping down a zone. They also did have a sentry just a little while ago. On
no, Slaughter.
Onto it right now. Oh, almost got the courier. Damn.
He was thinking about it.
Look at Bane. He wants it. He's gonna get it.
Sniper here.
And
not like this. Not like this. Bane, you slow hero. Oh man, that hurts.
I didn't want to go a little bit closer earlier, because they would have put him in vision and they would have been able to react, but...
I would have dived the tower. Screw it. Just go for it. No regrets. Absolutely 0. I was in trouble here.
Oh, nice arrow actually on the Bane. Giving some extra help, but... There's mana, but there's no cooldown for the Euphoric Shield, so...
Blood. And
that's the first blood.
Well taken.
Ooh, that's a voice you didn't hear every day. Draw Ranger getting first blood.
Oh, another arrow. They do keep the Moran up here now to just try and help their offlaner, but right now Moran is high level, so I guess she's the offlaner now? I don't know.
Yeah, look at me, I'm the offlane now. But yeah, the problem with Moran is he's level 2 now, so he has to leap available, which is so crucial early on because that gives you the free escape. But out of mana already, throwing another arrow, which still hits, but still not going to do anything.
Especially now, since you don't have that threat. Nightmare into no follow-up this time because of the right clicks and way too many creeps here for Drowry to feel comfortable diving in.
I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish here.
Missing last on range creep, that feels bad, man.
That is stun on the
These
Drow.
arrows, like, I mean, normally you talk about
not trading that kill?
needing a setup.
Oh, they just missed the kill on the Drow. He could have leapt on the tower. One of them gets nightmare, the other gets the kill. They have the Curse of Avernus up and running. And again!
I mean, do you even need to do that if you...
Why can't my games go like that? My arrows never hit like that. My enemies always dodge them. This is not cool. I wanted arrows to drag and drop.
Oh. Know what I'm gonna have to say to that right now, right?
He threw 5 arrows and all of them finally misses one. He threw 5 arrows under the vision of this ward over here, and all of them still hit the target because they were not moving. It's like,
back in the day when we still had stats people, and Lurker was always like keeping arrow counts.
Oh yes, back when stats were relevant.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, I mean, to you I gotta say get good. And to this I gotta say, props to Mustang. He's just been hitting these arrows without a setup.
His Mirana isn't as pretty though.
Alright, alright.
Not enough particles. We need more particles on every hero.
That is sexist.
What? No, it's not.
Of course it is.
So, wow.
You're implying that prettiness is important.
It is. Cosmetics are important.
God damn it.
If you have the better cosmetics, you win the game. That's simple.
I don't want to cast with you anymore. Don't have that attitude.
I mean, alright, back to Dota then. So, in the slot I made, they might get the Sheriff and he is completely cornered.
We did see him, but no way to get away from that. Nice little body blocks as well from town, diving in the tower. Very easy kill.
That's the power of level 5 on the Templar as well. Again, sitting on 16 in eyes. We talked about it. Vayne wasn't even there, and still he completely denied any farm away from the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. 23-17 to 9-1. Ouch. Really want to look at these stats. This top lane, well, there we go again. Another Forest Shield available in a second. They have some body blocks. They should have enough slows here with the draw coming in as well. And one more hit. Mango, the salve will be cancelled, so they need one more hit. The crush will miss. It's a comedy of errors here, but eventually.
How's the shield?
Go
Oh,
down.
the dodge.
There we go.
Nope. Talking about going down.
And a solo kill in mid.
Yeah, just running an entire. I don't even think he used the trap. So he just ran on an entire with refraction.
Yep.
And there's nothing on Shadow Fiend you can do at this point. You just straight blue lane and talking about losing. Like in trouble.
Yeah, does have maybe some sharp plays to work with, and they have some help from the Forest Shield, so they don't want to commit too hard.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, and the only lane is really... The only lane, yeah, that is really going remotely good for white, for them here is the Razor on the bottom lane. Wipeout did not establish as much control. Storm Ranger getting a lot of stuff, but yeah, there you see it. Prime time action. Link into instant runaway. I think he should have skipped the link or just put like one value point into it and then go with the unstable current, have some extra damage, have some mastering power with it, and just max the plasma field. Try to spam down the Wind Ranger. You talked about it over and over in this draft, how important magic damage is against her.
Yep. Well, despite that though, I mean... Oh.
Oh, what a dodge.
Snowball there. Forest Shield also protecting himself a little bit. This arrow also a little bit off the mark. They've wised up to it. Wisens?
Yeah.
Something like that. But oh god, what?
Radiant's
I just
Hello?
got that by accident. Didn't really realize Razor was so slow. Oh, so low, I should say.
He didn't even use focus
Down with the
fire?
power shot.
Oh, come on, not fair. At least use your spells when you murder people.
Shutting him down with power shot, and mid lane is dead, top lane is dead. Oh god, this is not going well at all. 1, 2, 3 leaps.
It's the good panic leap, I
That's a
love it.
cooldown for another minute.
Interesting, he's maxing the arrow.
And if he keeps hitting them,
That's-
that's a lot of damage, right?
I mean, true, but Starstorm usually gives you more value for that.
Starstorm,
I
you
still
have to commit
think-
your hero, so then you
if
die.
if you ask me, they should still absolutely buff the arrow. Just double the damage and it's still balanced. 50 damage level 1 is pathetic.
Just give some extra vision back to the arrow.
Raise the bottom.
Right back. Yeah, so that's the focus fire. But no corrosive haste just yet, so no extra damage amp.
Took a lot of damage once the
Mid
back
lane.
off.
Alright, they're gonna dive again. 3 for 1 though, as they rotate more and more heroes in to just try and prevent the TA from getting more and more kills by herself. Damn.
Yeah, this TA is looking scary. Also going for the Dragonlance first. That's kind of unusual. We would expect we would definitely expect going into the Desolator Blink. Maybe he wants to go for a fast Hurricane Pike so he's safe from the Razor and safe against the Tusk. Would be a good item this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
One lane, smoke up. Trying to kill off the Windrunner. If they start with the snowball with the shots, maybe they can line up the arrow, but I walk to the other side. 3-man rotation, and now 3-man rotation the other way. Nightmare taken over by the Mirana. And it's now Clown. Alright, he's on the field, which means things are going to die. Especially Pigman can also find a crush here, getting close. Oh, a lot of pathing issues from the Razor. The crush will connect. Power shot, not so much. And the other shots, things a little bit more awkward. They're still going to go for it though. Under the tower, another double crush, double kill, make it a triple. The arrow, well, we'll prevent that. If the
Still
kill
my
Razor
ball.
to someone else.
Let's play a game of guess who doesn't have to be
Definitely
lead.
leaps left. Oh no.
Ouch. Hey, Paul gets another one on Bane. Yeah, that's a Bane hitting for 100.
Compared to worse. Windrun almost got sniped by the shots, which would have been hilarious, but
7k gold lead, 1 to 11, and they're going for Tusk.
Lang. Nice little bait on with a little crush. So that's available now. If he needs it, but doesn't.
Pawn, please! He keeps taking it away from Klein.
I mean, he needs like a boots, you know.
Okay, gotta get some kills. But yeah, kind of surprising, talking about the hero level. The supports are only sitting on level 4 while they had so many mutations of 12 kills and they were all part of it as well. TA is sitting on top of it on level 9 right now. Shadowfiend on 7. Well, he's kind of recovering, but he's still so far behind. Like, you can take a gander over the net worth, kind of reflects that. 2,300 on the Shadowfiend. Same story as last game. Up with the starter on the same level, and he gets zoned out by a TA trap. On a side note, TA traps are absolutely overpowered.
Pretty fun to use. Pretty good. If you end up having that extra damage talent eventually. But yeah, I mean, they need a massive amount of stacks for the Shadowfiend to catch up. And they also need to find a way to farm up the Razor with stacks, I guess. You can use the ultimate for the Ancients as well, so it's certainly possible, but they need a lot of time, and I'm not sure Wipeout is going to give it to them, because eventually this Drow Ranger is already level 8. Eventually you'll feel comfortable enough to just start pushing down towers, pressing your E. Do it just by yourself, while the rest of the team is creating chaos elsewhere.
Mr. Top. They know there's a wall somewhere around, but again, that's a 2-man rotation. Razor's now sitting here. What does Razor do against the Drow? You don't do anything. Especially not because he went to the Hood of Defiance, which is arguably the worst item you can go for, if you ask me. And by Shadowfiend, by Tusk. Going down mid.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. That just looked really ugly.
What is that hood for exactly?
I don't know. Bane?
Power shot? Not even
Bane and
it's pure
power
damage.
shot. Yeah.
Pure damage on the brain stab, it doesn't do anything.
True.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, I guess Fiend's Grip.
I think the magic.
It is magic.
Is least of your problem.
True enough.
I mean,
I'm trying to justify it. Give me that. there's Power Shot, eventually Maestro, but Windranger isn't even going for one. She's going for 4 stuff this game. So there's really nothing this is for. Drow, pure physical damage. Slaughter, pure physical damage. Bane, pure damage. TA, physical damage. Windranger, physical damage. Power Shot. There's only Power Shot in this game that prevents damage and Fiend's Grip.
slow down. Snowball is there, but taking over the Nightmare, just setting up for the kill. Can I get more here? Pawn actually dropping super low with the leap in. I get that one snipe as the rest of his team just not want to stick around further as they realize that the entire Radiant lineup is around there.
That was a lot of money for Bane.
Yeah. Very strong. You got tier 1 top, going for tier 2 as the wraparounds come in, but very little initiation. Once again, this is I think what we were lacking last game as well. This game doesn't really look all that better unless you hit like a freak arrow.
Yeah, or just spawner mode.
Yeah. Just get level 25 so the free arrows. So it's more.
Yeah, what about the change down? Just give multi-shot arrow on like level 10. That would make it viable, right? Maybe change it to like +1 arrow, not 2.
I don't know.
I know, we need to buff the arrow. Also, I don't think level 1 Starstorm is remotely worth it. There's an arrow on the Slaughter. At least he keeps hitting them.
But it's still telling. They have 3 wards around this area. They hit the arrow 5 seconds, but they still walk back to their high ground. This is so telling right now.
Yeah. There's practically no vision from Wipeout, and they still control the entirety of the map. And guess what? There's a Roche, there's a corrosive phase. They're gonna get rid of the Roche. Link down up and running.
Link, Desolator coming up next. What's the Slaughter Blink status? Not too far away either, but 500 gold. For Shan will certainly also help towards that cause, and that's what I was talking about in the draft. Like, Slaughter blinks in, Blink Crush, Corrosive Phase, follow up Blink on TA, Melt Strike, anyone just dies in not more than 2 hits.
Oh, Pawn dodges everything. He's pulling in the entire team.
He has slowed down, still has not with work with this Pawn, just tries to walk away. But you already baited him in too much. 2 very easy kills, and now looking for more. That's finally the ultimate trigger there from the ABBA.
But yeah, still has 2 leaps. Still has 1 leap. Come on, dive it. Do it. Do it. No diving. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, that's a T2 down for the kind, and they have so much damage to work with, especially with this early Dragon Lance. I think they could siege a T3, but they want to make the safe play. They want to get rid of the last T2 first. And the lane is not pushing in, but at least it's like balanced out, and they still have the T1 top and on the top side. Might as well. They're gonna chill around in this area because look at this precious warding. They have a ward here. They have a ward here. They have a ward here. How do you remotely defend this T2 tower? You need the full smoke detection just to get rid of the walls. But hey, you get that hood, right?
Sure. That's very helpful.
Hello? 6.5 HP region.
They have literally no items. They have some spells, but really bad ones in the situation, so they're gonna try to group up as 5 and get jump on somebody somehow and burst them down, but Wipeout so far, I'm not gonna let them do that.
I think it's smart what Wipeout is doing. They did rush the Dragonlance on the Dry, which is a little bit more usual on the TA. They're doing it on TA to just to get that range up and running, so they don't have to go close to Razor, they don't have to go close to Shadow Fiend. They just outrange them.
Well, off mark, Blink Crush, Fiend's Curve on the other, Shackle off the mark here, but well, should be able to find both of these kills eventually, and Snowball only delaying the inevitable. That'll be that, just a little bit of damage done by the TA, so Crown will still be very happy continuing. As long as Death Refraction ready to go. Tier 2 sits fallen, still have a catapult with them. Buffed up by the draw, or it's sitting, hitting for almost 100 damage.
Yeah, that hurts.
The attack speed and damage from Drow herself, getting it away from TA. This is just This is earlier than prime time even for Wipeout.
60 minutes, 21k gold lead, eclipsing that crucial 1k per minute mark. Iron.
Triple crush, Clown spilling over here. Sanju almost dead to that. Now trying to spill off the range creep here, but he'll have to settle for the Mirana. Who bites back immediately. Biscuit Man. Phew, almost protected by the arrow, but not quite. Clown still getting that kill. With damage over time from the trap, I do believe.
A little bit. I don't think it was charged up, but still. Shackle.
You got
Get
the
the wind.
somehow. It's Windrunner.
They
Don't
do.
actually have another Windrunner available. Still, the snowball came out from blank. Be a bit careful there about how far you want to go.
Desolator purchased. Maelstrom purchased on the mid ranges, so finally that hood is viable. But you know, stay positive. And it works, right?
Positive metal attitude.
I mean,
is that what you're preaching right now?
I guess if he goes into the pipe at one point it will help a little bit, but they're so far behind. Also, it's 3-2 obligatory.
Yeah, look at the score.
Is it a sign? For what side though? It is 3-2 after all.
Yeah, I mean, it's always GG. The question is just for which team. And
Exactly.
I have an inkling that the team that will call GG will be on the Radiant side. That's Biscuit Man giving him just enough time, and another Product Shield. Doing their best to keep them alive, but another blink, another right click, double kill, and
Oh god.
that's a free delivery on a third and a fourth. Maybe Clown can get a rampage this time. Blinking across,
And snap.
taps on Okhria, but he still has ultimate, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah, bird time up and running as well. Second slaughter. I actually don't have creeps. He still wants it though. Give me that rampage.
I think it's too
Nope.
late.
No, it's not. He still has like 4 seconds, but you can't kill him in time. He could jump into the base and one hit the Mirana maybe. Pretty sure he can. With Refraction Melt, he can definitely kill somebody one hit.
It's too late though.
Yeah, no it is.
It's not even worth it.
Gotta get a new one.
Well, there's Moonlight Shadow, there's no detection, I don't think.
Yeah, but where's stun on the Drow. Hit the 4 stuff.
Sense of Nightmare. Where's
Oh.
Clown? Where he's there, he is coming in. Mustang with the. Yeah, that's a one shot from half health. Shackle not quite connecting in Fiend's Grip out though. Blank is close. Well. Do you even need to commentate on this? I mean, Clown is just gonna keep wrecking faces. Look at this. Ouch.
You could say this is a little bit clowny to stay in the game.
Oh god.
You laughed, it counts. There's the GG. Alright.
It wasn't
Sick
ironic
had
laugh in
enough.
case it wasn't clear. But yeah, I
What do you
it's
mean?
definitely some-
Error! He hits it. Well played. They tried their best, but Wipeout, I think they just eclipsed them.
Biscuit Warriors, they got wiped out. Right?
No, you don't get that one.